Welcome to Hypo Brew. I'm Tom Brennan. Today, real quick video. I want to show you how I decrease my chilling time, as well as clear up my wort with a Whirlpool port or ports in my kettle, and that will be on the other side of the ska. Basically, how a Whirlpool works is that you circulate your wort or water or liquid around in a kettle, either clockwise or counterclockwise. I guess if you were in Australia, it would be clockwise. Anyway, so in the video, I'm going to show you how to do that using some Whirlpool ports. All the parts cost about 60 bucks. I'll actually have a list down below of all the parts that I had. And in this case, in this instance, I actually was able to chill my wort on a fall day from a boiling temperature to pitching temperature in 13 minutes. All right, I'll first show you the result of how I modified my kettle and what it looks like. So what you would see is a typical kettle. What I've done on the inside is put some ports in there, and then got some ports up front. So what I've done is I bought two camlocks. Then I put in some valves here, some ball lock valves. On the back end here, I've got a washer and then a silicone ring. You can't really see it there for good reason. And then what I did is I took another, there we go, got another washer here with a ring on the inside. Then I've got a female adapter here going into an elbow and then into some barbs. These were actually left over from when I was doing another project. So those are in there, and there's two in each one. Now let's see how all of the liquid moves around the kettle. Okay, if you could tell, you should be able to see the motion of the water going around here. How that's happening through each one of those two ports. What I do is I have the output port of the kettle on the bottom flowing through to my pump, and then from the pump I've got it back going out. Follow the tubing here back into the kettle, which is then forcing it to move clockwise. Yes, clockwise. So then at the end of the boil, it will run that way, and I will show you that when I'm done with the boil. Got about 15 minutes left in my boil. So what I did was I just opened up the gaskets here, the handles. So I've got the hot wort going through here, through the pump. Open up my other valve here, letting it back up through to the kettle, and then if you kind of see it, I don't know how much smoke is coming in here, how much steam I should say is coming through here, but there definitely is some movement around clockwise around the kettle. The reason why I turned this on about 15 minutes before the end of the boil is simply to sanitize everything, so this way it doesn't have to get sanitized, and it just kind of run it through the entire process between the end of the boil and then also the cooling as well. Alright, that's pretty much how everything works on the hot side of the boil. Now let's take a look how things work on the cold side of the boil. Before I turn my wort chiller on and cover this thing up, I just wanted to show you, now that the boil has stopped, you've got the flow of the wort going around. That's coming down from the output again, output of the bottom port there through the pump and back into the top port, which we've got flowing here. Oh, there's some steam for you. The important thing to know too is that because this is running around and I've got the wort chiller moving the water around inside the wort chiller, all of that surface area moving around is really going to improve your cooling time. That's one of the great things about having a Whirlpool port like this. And then on top of that, when you're done with everything, all of the protein, all that, and hops and things will get down to the center of your kettle. I also know full well that I need to clean my kettle. I got a little bit of sugar on the outside of the kettle. It's burnt. I know. I get it. No one comment about it. I know. It's dirty. Okay? All right. Get back to the program. We're 9 minutes out of flame out, and already... Get out of the way, Flay. We're already at 82 degrees, something like that. And it's a fall day. You know, the groundwater is getting a little colder, but... it really just goes to show that moving this around in 9 minutes, you're able to get the wort from a boiling temperature to 82 degrees in 9 minutes. We're now 13 minutes past flame out. Actually, this took me by surprise. I'm actually now down to 72 degrees. Time to pitch my wort. One of the great things I can do now is just unhook this, sanitize, and then unhook this top port, and then dump the wort right into my fermenter, and I'm good to go. And actually even oxygenates it too if I stand up high enough. And there you have it. That's pretty much all it is with the Whirlpool port. All the products that I purchased for that were all taken care of online. I'll actually list those parts down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to move your mouse over to that subscribe button. Hit subscribe. You can also follow me on Twitter at HypoBrew, on Facebook.com/HypoBrew, or check out my recipes, other videos, and an occasional rant over at HypoBrew.com. Until then, take care, guys.